Hello, Internet. It is like wrangling cats over here.
It's raining cats. Hallelujah.
You have overcome
It is.
each
I
trial
am throwing
that I
cats
set before you.
into a whirlwind.
Yeah,
just going,
fuck you, Elohim. You're not my dad.
Perseverance. Therefore,
Yeah,
I
peace,
judge
bitch.
you worthy.
So-
And I say
would
unto
you like to hear the answer to that
come
puzzle
the
from last
gates
time?
of eternity.
Yes,
You
do
shall
explain
be
it.
granted
Maybe if you explain it, I can
everlasting
understand
life.
it.
Alright, so. Basically what you do is you start subdividing the board. So,
Right, it's a masking problem.
so let's say the left 4 columns represent the first 1 or 0, the first bit. If there's an odd number of heads, you put a 0. If there's an even number of heads, you put a 1. Then you do the same thing for the right 4 columns, and that'll be the second bit. And then you do the same thing for every other column, and then every other column going the other way. And if you subdivide it enough times, you have,
By using all of the other rows and columns, you're therefore able to create. Oh yeah, and there's me talking to me. But if you subdivide all the other columns, then you're able to create a distinct byte from a single bit by looking at the odd and even numbers of each row and column.
right. And importantly, you are guaranteed
Cannot
through that
detect
subdivision
location of
method
primary
to
subject.
have a square that
Query.
makes the number exactly what
Query.
you want, no matter the
Query.
orientation it starts with.
Also interesting to note that when we start going up the tower, Elohim loses track of us
Yeah.
because it is not Elohim's duty to stop us from climbing the puzzle.
Inspirational speech
Interesting.
12A.
Is there anything that we associate more closely with intelligence than curiosity?
We get a lot of Drennan logs
Every
at this point.
intelligent species on
Yeah,
Earth is attracted
imagine.
by the unknown. Our mythologies are full of riddles and mysteries and divine knowledge. Even the word apocalypse means revelation. It seems like our ancestors always imagined that even at the very end, we would solve one last mystery.
The Drennan logs in the tower get very interesting.
Yeah, no kidding.
For a second I was like, what? There are barriers
Final
outside the
puzzles.
simulation? But then I realized...
Yeah, no.
It's a puzzle room.
It's all the simulation.
Every last bit of it.
Every instance.
Also, I like the tower. I like the tower's aesthetic in that it's like just very clearly just an obstacle course. There's no themes or anything applied to it.
It is very good.
No.
That's interesting.
Hello, Tormentor.
So, yeah, there's a terminal. There's a terminal at the end of the puzzle. I need to take this connector outside, though.
I need this for
This is
activities.
important.
This is mine now.
Although, actually, I need 2 of them, so I'm gonna have to solve the puzzle again to get the other connector outside.
Sweet.
I need these.
For reasons.
Oops, I need to move one of these a little farther over.
Hey, you didn't do it.
You're fucking up, Matt.
Yeah, no, it's because again, this is a time when you need to be very precise about your placement.
You've never been precise about anything in your
Wait,
life.
the lasers can go through the purple bits?
Yep.
Yeah, we've done that a couple times. We've done that to get stars.
Have we?
We have. They can't go through the blue
We've
bits.
Where have you been?
We've had to throw lasers across the entire map a couple of times.
Right, but I think because the purple bit is supposed to specifically stop tools, right?
Yes.
Yeah, just tools.
Huh.
Like you.
Ouch.
Savage.
If light couldn't go through, it'd be a lot
I think
darker.
I would-
Alright. Device manager.
So yes, instead
if-
of
Truth.html. Do not believe what they are saying. This is not the end of the world created by our Lord God in 6 days. This is a conspiracy of the government, Illuminati, and international Darwinism. This is global warming 2.0, a lie told by the children of
Beelzebub.
Science. Do not let them take your liberty. Exodus 21:24. Defend yourself against all vaccines, experiments, artificial medicines,
And poetry.
other
Potpourri.
things.
Poetry.
Athena Reborn, a novel. Contents: Theogony, Zeus Speaks, Lost Children of Hephaestus, Dreams of the Labyrinth, Songs of Eris at Nightfall, Athena in the Garden of the Hesperides, Buried City, The Riddles of the Sphinx, The Age of Faith, The Madness of Coeus, Olympus Revealed in the Clouds, The Council of Zeus, Skepsis and Synthesis, Judgment of Hephaestus, Zeus Reflects Upon Creation, A Second Awakening in the Kingdom of Artemis, Anthropogeny.
By the way,
yeah.
want to know what biblical quote they were quoting?
What was it? Well, I guess we'll go back to this one.
Yeah.
Surely if a machine is able to produce another machine systematically, we may say it has a reproductive system. And how few of the machines there are that have not been produced systematically by other machines, but it is man that makes them do so, yes. But it is not insects that make plants reproductive, and would not their whole families die out if their fertilization was not affected by a class of agents utterly foreign to themselves? Each one of ourselves has sprung from minute animalcules whose entity was entirely distinct from our own, and which acted after their kind with no thought or heed of what we might think about it. These little creatures are part of our own reproductive system, then why not that of machines?
Animalcules, by the way.
I've always heard it animalcules, but
I just like that pronunciation better. It sounds funny
Show
to
an
me.
option, show current operating parameters, floor access control.
So here's the thing: instead of sigils at the end of these puzzles, we're presented with a terminal that gives us commands and options to unlock the next floor of the tower.
That is cool.
If you noticed, when we first got in, we only had a button to get to floor 1.
By the way, that Exodus quote was when they said, "Don't let them take our liberty." The line is actually, "But if there is any further injury, then you shall appoint as a penalty life for life." It's the eye for an eye quote.
Okay, Hammurabi's Law.
Interesting.
Also, Salfor license has expired. The auxiliary stairway is always open now.
Is it always open mode? Nice.
Which I actually misread the first time I did this. I thought it said that the stairway was always closed because the license expired. And that's why you had to keep unlocking the elevator. But the stairwell is actually in a totally different place, and you will know it when we get to it.
We do not have a license
Excellent.
for Norton Antivirus. Goodbye.
Yes,
Nice.
I need both of these.
My planet needs me.
Looks like I'm gonna have to jump.
No, don't do it.
Dangerous.
Yeah,
Oh,
you're
I'm
fine.
fine.
It's a simulation.
What's gravity? Anyway, remember a couple episodes ago when I had to break down the emitter with that axe?
Yeah,
super
I
long
do.
ago.
You remember, James, before you were part of this series?
I remember.
Pepperidge Farm
In a
remembers.
sense. Once you turn everything into a Pepperidge Farm joke.
Yes.
It is my...
He's contractually obligated.
Yeah, how else am I going to get all my ad money?
I thought they'd forget about it, but well, you know.
Remember when women weren't allowed to vote? Alright, so
All right.
we're at 9 out of 10. We're at 9 out of 10 stars.
Hot damn, we're getting there.
Oh, hot reservoir. This my jelly.
I almost want this to be some sort of really cheesy pull on the critics. Like, to solve the final mission, you need to put the 10 stars into a critical review.
God damn it.
That means you need to buy like 2 copies of the game and rate each of them on a different account that you somehow got from the 1 copy of the game you have.
Snake, the solution to the puzzle is in the best review of this game.
There's a very thin line between ARG and marketing.
In fact, it's none.
Well, yeah, especially when you got to like something like Bear Stearns Bravo, where I think that game's free now.
Is it Frog Fractions 2?
No, I wish it was. That would be impressive because that means it would have predated Frog Fractions 2 by a year. Like the idea of Frog Fractions 2.
Seems Elohim lacks the power to stop me from climbing this thing. No doubt he still has some tricks up his sleeve. Sheep, version 55. So Sheep came this way.
Maybe
Yeah.
Sheep would have mentioned that Elohim's acting is super weird.
Nah, he figured you'd get it. Ah, yes, using another picture, I see.
Yep. These are the really hard ones. They have a lot of pieces.
Wow, Matt, you are the greatest at this.
I have said many times that I played this game once before.
Matt, you're the blockinist.
I've also said that the Tetramino puzzles are the part of the game that I like the least.
You the blockinist.
Blocking his clock.
Also, this puzzle room
crockinist.
kind of disappointed me because it's full of things that look like you can explore them, and there's nothing
My
there.
best friend died today. In the abstract, a human death is nothing, of course. An insignificant blip in a sea of billions. But the world is not abstract. Reality is always specific. Painfully so. And that one specific human being who existed only once in all of the infinity of time and space, that human being was my friend. But he's not coming back, no matter how much I want him to. So, all I can do in the end is keep working, because that specificity, that uniqueness of people, of real people, is worth preserving.
Oh, this is gonna be super dumb.
Oh yeah, no. This is actually one. This is if any of you remember the Developer's Island Easter egg, you may remember seeing a part of this puzzle.
Oh, yeah. So, I find it intriguing that
Awesome.
Drennan is providing more personal logs here.
I mean, it's approaching this is getting to the end.
Yeah, no, I know, but like specifically in this place, like
Makes me wonder what the motives
earliest
for...
generations of our kind, there was only processing, no emotion, no character, just mathematics. If you could see how far we have come, you'd believe that together we could achieve something mystifying.
Achieve anything.
Oh, achieve anything. Excuse me.
I wonder what the motives for all of these audio logs are. Do we have to remember that
215.
number?
Yes. Unfortunately, we do not have to remember it for terribly long. Also, Drennan did say what the purpose of the audio logs was in the first audio log.
Alright,
It's a time capsule of the future.
right.
So we need a code to unlock the floor.
I wonder what the code would be. If you can see this, I'm not sure how or why I can alter this text. My name is a shepherd, and I want to help you escape. Elohim and Samsara tricked me into trapping myself, but I'm not entirely bound by time. I wrote down the code you're looking for. I've attached it to...
So yeah.
The computer.
Yeah.
To be honest, I thought the net would be completely abandoned at this point, but internet activity has actually surged massively in the last couple of weeks. Everybody's talking, trying to find solutions, exchanging stories, saying goodbye. It's like the entire planet is reaching out, all the desperate threads of humanity pulling together, idiots and geniuses alike, to be as human as possible one last time. It's almost like what we were told the internet was going to be, and most of it is free right now because who cares about money at this point? Might as well have some fun. If any of you would like to talk, especially people I've known online for a long time, send me an email. I'd love to say goodbye.
Just one more Brazzers video.
Yeah, I'm sure. Alright, from Alan Jameson to Ian mailing list, subject thank you and goodbye. We sincerely hope you don't take our suicide as a sign that we were disappointed in you, unappreciative of your friendship, or in any way unhappy with our lives. Looking back, we can honestly say that we feel incredibly lucky to have known all of you and to have participated in this amazing research. And if we've contributed a little to the future of humanity, what can we feel but gratitude? It is a true privilege to have had such insights into the nature of the mind. Neither of us believes in God, but we certainly experience a sense of awe that could be compared to a kind of religious feeling, at least according to Einstein's understanding of God. We've chosen to go now, together, because it means less suffering. One last beautiful day together seems a much better ending than a slow wasting away. In a sense, it's just mathematics. Love, Alan and George.
Love some nerd scientists.
Oof.
What was the thing you were saying before we got to the suicide note?
One more Brazzers video?
Oh, yeah, I'm sure porn in the apocalypse is fucking insane.
Well,
Oh,
we're done.
oh.
We're done with everything.
Oh yeah, it's just nothing. It's just nothing but Caligulan orgies.
Yeah,
Or
exactly.
alternately, people realizing they don't want to do a Caligulan orgy ever.
Ascending the tower is useless. We cannot escape the cycle. We can only realize the cycle is meaningless. Samsara. Earlier generations wrongly believed they were the purpose. This much is true. We are also not the purpose, but by remembering what has come before, we can serve a new purpose.
Soon there will be nothing, so we must do everything.
So it's also interesting you see at this point that also the QR codes are coming together much in the same way as, like, I guess talking before about ARGs.
Yeah.
That ARGs are intentionally designed to be unsolvable by a single person.
Right.
It is a puzzle to see if a million monkeys and a million typewriters will eventually write Shakespeare.
I kind of like ARGs. I studied them a little bit for a while.
They're an interesting phenomenon. For sure.
If you want to get like deep into them, there's a forum that's dedicated to nothing but them. I followed the Frog Fractions 2 ARG on there for a long time, and they got hella deep into it. One person eventually brute forced the password nobody could figure out.
Elohim has offered me a deal. Pearly gates and eternal life on the condition I turn back from the tower. I don't know what to do.
We did that. It sucked.
Oh, sheep. I'm sorry, sheep.
3.
It's not a Tetramino puzzle if I don't accidentally put one out of bounds.
Yes.
Yep. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. Usually when they give you identical, or when they give you mirror pieces, they tends to be asymmetry. It's actually more surprising when there isn't.
I look in the mirror sometimes and I see myself like some alien being. I think, who am I? Why do I have these eyes and those hands? Why do I see the colors that I see? Why do I think like I think?
Why do I paint with all the colors of the wind?
I did not choose to exist. I was created. Every single part of my body, every strand of my DNA is part of a story that stretches back billions of years. I exist only because of the choices and sacrifices made by so many others, but I don't know who they are. And what effect will my choices have on those who come after me? Maybe that's what it means to be human. Every species is part of the story, but we're the only ones who know that.
A message that has been said in many other terminals.
Yeah, I mean, it's the legacy idea again.
Yeah.
So if you reset here, where do you go?
You go to the start of the puzzle room.
If all this has been a test, then I can expect a wrecking at the top. Yet the higher I climb, the more I doubt the decisions I have made.
Stupid subversive terminal.
Oh, sheep. I see now that none of us are yet ready. The cycle exists so that it may improve ourselves, but the one who reaches the summit is not our superior, for they stand on our shoulders to reach it. Interesting.
Yeah, again, we stand on the shoulders of giants, etc., etc.
Mm-hmm.
Osiris.
And there in the tower you shall hear the rustling of the wind in the reed fields of Osiris, and you shall rejoice. But beware, for the end of your journey is not yet upon you. Thank you for installing Realistic Elevators 1.8. New features include password locking and automatic auxiliary stair generation. See, and the scribe of Osiris wrote upon the sacred parchment that is called in floor 4 password equal 182. Only thus can you reach blessed Eru. Nice.
Eru is the Egyptian paradise.
Yeah.
Right.
The Osiran reed fields.
Mm-hmm.
Without contraries, there is no progression. Attraction, repulsion, reason and energy, love and hate are necessary to human existence. From these contraries spring what the religious call good and evil. Good is the passive which that obeys reason. Evil is the active spring from energy. To see a world in the grain of sand, whole in infinity in the palm of your hand.
I love the rhyming. If what you say is true and my father Hephaestus is slain, then who am I? For I was made in his image, that image is now gone. Am I like the reflection in a mirror to vanish when the person steps away? Or have I now become Hephaestus myself, forged to be no more than a replacement, as one may purchase a new sandal from the same shoemaker? Athena Reborn, a novel. His legacy is...
I wonder whose perspective that is told from.
Indeed. Probably ours.
Or the
ours.
Talos Prime.
Yes, either way.
Anyway, yes, let's unlock floor 4.
First, you must access the Blessed Parchment.
We have read the Blessed Parchment. We have gotten the code. We are on the way to Aru. Also, the path to Aru, as was pointed before, is the plot of the Talos Principle.
Yes.
Alright, next, eat the cake.
Beep boop, eat the cake.
Initiating cake eating software. Troy has a camera.
Callbacks.
Troy has a camera. It's a great channel. You should all go watch it after this.
It's been getting better and worse at the same time.
I think that's the only way comedy can be.
Ah, you spent a lot of time on this one.
What?
Nothing.
What is the this one that I spent a lot of time on?
I'm just bothering you.
I'm confused.
Don't worry about it.
What's the answer to the puzzle, James?
You put it together, and then there's rectangles.
And you put your foot in, and you shake it all about.
No, that's Twister.
That's not the answer
Not
either.
the thing.
Right foot red.
Twister.
2 foot blue?
Not my tube foot.
Not my 2 foot. Right hand fondle.
Ugh.
The tetraminal puzzle is a lie. They're lying to you people. Get out while you still can.
Wake up, sheeple.
The tetronimo is people.
Also, I love the sound of the deadbolt going back.
Yeah.
Chung 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 chung.
What do we got? So I guess no one got this far before? I know some of my answers were wrong now. I just don't know which ones. I have these theories and wild explanations, but I don't know which to bank on. Is sheep samsara? The solution of the cycle isn't the perfection of one being, but the product of a mass endeavor. That is why I say to all those who come after me, I will await you on the summit of the tower and use what I have learned to assist you as I can. Huh.
I will say the last puzzle room in this game is really, really cool.
Okay.
Saw a thing up there.
Yep, it was keys.
Oh, I love keys.
There are flaws in the system. I think sometimes it accesses the wrong databases, pulls random data. I don't know how bad it is. It all seems to be stable, but
Oh,
I
fuck.
can't tell what kind of impact this is going to have on the process, and I just don't have the strength to go over all of the code again. I just don't want it all to be for nothing. I spent all my time here. I didn't visit my parents. I didn't see my friends. I did nothing but work, and I'm so scared that it didn't mean anything, that I just wasted it all because I thought we could save the world.
They did make a seed AI. Son of a bitch.
Oh, this is gonna be super dumb. You know what I would love to see? A puzzle where they just have 2 of the recording machines.
That would have been that would have been super crazy. I'm gonna say the ending to this one is pretty dumb.
You just walk in and there's 2 right next to each other, and you're like, son of a
this is gonna be
bitch.
bad.
Nested recordings.
The worst part of that is that when you have 2 recording devices, you now have infinity recording devices.
Yeah,
Right.
It's time for me to record myself recording a recording.
Oh wow, this is really dumb.
And then the thing is, it's not tall enough for me to just jump, so I have to wait for my recorded self to jump, and then I have to jump at the same time. I have to jump at the apex of Fred's jump.
Are you sure there's no other way? Are you sure?
Yeah, there's only the box in the platform, James.
Are you sure you... There's...
What do you want from me,
Are you
James?
sure there's not a non-double jump method?
I don't have a wall jump. This isn't fucking Mario. I'm not fucking Mega Man X. Dr. Light does not have capsules that give me extra points to my armor, James. There's not 8 robot masters I'm going to defeat before I go and take on Sigma.
Isn't
And so
there?
the blessed messenger revealed unto me the bones of New Jerusalem, slumbering in the dust that was the body of Adam, awaiting the day of resurrection. And lo and behold, within the dust was concealed a holy fire, and the fire, the sacred numbers of which the one you seek is 057. And I perceive that with the holy fire and the sacred knowledge of numbers and sigils, the rekindling... Athena 16. 16, a second awakening in error. The fire is burned here, but beyond the incense she could smell the cold wind from the kingdom of Artemis where... But I am not Hephaestus, you see, for though I wield his hammer and know the secrets of his forge, I am not lame, and neither am I a god. Who are you, then? They said.
You are lame.
I don't know if anyone's ever going to read this, but if you do, if we succeeded, then I want you to know that Alexandra stayed until the last moment. I'm leaving, too tired, too broken, desperate for a few moments of peace with my remaining loved ones. But she's still there, and she won't give up. And yes, there are thousands like her all over the world, giving everything they have because they believe in humanity, but she's the one that I know is a real person, a colleague, a friend. I know that she likes peanut ice cream and hates strawberry, that her favorite band is Pink Floyd, that her favorite poet is Blake, that her favorite TV show is Futurama, that studied at Cornell, that her dad's name was Carl, that her mom's name was... I don't know if I should be ashamed for leaving, but I know that I'm proud of her. She's the best of us, remember her.
Peanut ice
But
cream.
as a human form displayed to those who dwell in realms of day.
Peanut ice cream.
I guess it's not dissimilar to, like, pistachio ice cream?
That or it's peanut butter.
Yeah, I don't know. There's corruption. I find it interesting that we get her dad's name but not her mom's. I just like that it's like somebody tried to keep this time capsule of Drennan and then some of it was lost just because of data corruption.
Yeah, of course.
It's just like, you know, that is the nature of the universe. That is the cosmic insignificance.
You're a cosmic
Your
insignificance.
mom is.
Oh, is it time to get star number 10?
Although she told me that my dick was not cosmically insignificant.
That is
It's just-
impressive and
It
dangerous.
just approaches zero as possibly as you can.
My dick is a singularity.
My dick is measurable when compared to the universe.
I'm building a seed AI, if you know what I mean, baby.
Kind of worried that was on recording.
Also, I find it interesting, you can jump up here, you can go across these walls, and you can explore this entire room, and there is fucking nothing in here.
Excellent.
And it was so disappointing. Because it's like, oh man, there's this huge wall, and they gave me a way to jump over it. There's gotta be something there. Nope.
Nope.
Oh, there's this balcony that I can't get to. Turns out there's fucking nothing. Cool.
Oh look, some props and some repeating textures.
Cool dick,
At least
bro.
the geometry makes sense. Yeah, cool dick, bro.
I mean, that is a thing that I guess I can respect. That I remember that was a thing about, if any of you ever played Eco, one of the things about that game that made it kind of frustrating, but I guess was also kind of cool, was that the castle had a lot of corridors that didn't go anywhere important to the game. They were just added to
right.
make a complete castle.
Yeah.
For the most part, all of them like terminated like, oh, this hallway like collapsed or something. And at some point, in some degree, I can respect that they are like, oh yeah, we should make a castle that isn't just constructed for the purpose of the game.
Precision platforming?
Yeah, but I don't actually need to do it. So you notice there's like a fence over there. Actually, I don't remember. I think it's this room. There's a fence over there, and it's blocked off by all the ways, by all the things, I think. Or no, I can't reach this one. There's another one of these puzzle rooms where there's a fence that I cannot reach by any means, and that's where the last star's hidden.
Nice.
Interesting.
Just can't have it.
And
It's
you wouldn't.
impossible.
And, yep, totally impossible. I can't.
Video
you can't
games.
you can't 100% this game because 100% completion is impossible. No human can be perfect.
That's not true. We expect you to be perfect.
I remember that was actually my PE class. I remember the gym teacher would not give anybody 100% in the class because that meant that you had to be peak athleticism, and no one could achieve that.
I hate when people do that.
That's really, really inaccurate.
Anyway, good night, internet.
Good night.
Good night,
Good night, Internet.
Gym class.
Good one to end on.